Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Maria Luisa and today I'm blonde. No, I'm just kidding. I was having a bad hair day, so I decided to have a blonde hair day. I know, that's a bad joke. But anyway, today we're going to feature the new products that I tried for March, that were launched in March and that I tried and that I really am happy and that I would actually repurchase. There were some fails, but today we're just going to be talking about the positives. So to start off with, I have just done my eyebrows and I did want to talk about what I use normally. And this one is one that's not new from March, but it's new for me. I had never tried it and I really love it. And it's the brow pencil from Benefit Cosmetics. And this one is the Precisely My Brow Pencil. And everybody on YouTube raves about it. So I decided to give it a try and I really like it. It's got a very little fine tip. Oop. And so you can really draw out your eyebrows really well, and I really like that. Then I also, this one is a new product for March, and it's the Anastasia brow gel, and it's it comes in a little, it has a little spoolie, and it's great for just kind of, you know, combing through your brows and giving that texture. And then on the tip, which is where I kind of take off my brow because I like to, you know, do the arch my way. So I kind of brush it through there and it gives like an appearance of natural, like I have natural hairs on the end of my brow. So I really am liking this brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is a new product for March. Alright, so after doing my brows or talking about the products for my brows, I want to talk about the other products as I apply them. So let's get up close and personal. Alright, now that we're closer up, I want to start off, of course, with our primer to set our face, to, you know, fill in the pores. And this new one is from Beauty Blender, and it's called the Leveler. They came out with 3 new primers. One of them is kind of like a holographic cream, which I really wasn't very interested in trying. And then they had another one that I think was mattifying, and I don't want to really mattify my skin because obviously I don't want my pores and my wrinkles to show. But this one, I tried it at Sephora and I really liked the way it felt on my hand. So I, you know, put it on my face and I really like it. So, you know, if you have any doubts about any products, definitely try them at Sephora. The people there are really happy to help you out. And that way you don't spend your money and then realize you don't like it. So this one comes in kind of like a skin color type, or like a neutral skin tone, and then you just kind of apply it on your face just like that, and it fills in the pores. And ignore my hand, the way I'm applying it, because I already had applied foundation on my hand. And we can't forget primer. I don't know what that is. We can't forget the primer because we want to fill in the pores. And this primer from Beauty Blender really makes my skin feel silky and soft. I really like that. It's really nice. Or should I do it like Instagram style? I've been watching too many videos on Instagram, obviously, and that's the way they do it. They kind of just apply it to their face, which I think in a way is kind of a nice thing because you don't touch, you know, you don't put your fingers on the product, and it keeps it free of any bacteria, but it's still kind of, I find it kind of funny. So anyway, I already have my foundation on my hand, so I'm gonna take my damp Beauty Blender and start putting that all over my face. I don't really need to color correct a lot, unless, you know, you're really going to a party, and a fancy party and stuff like that, and you really want to have like super extreme flawless skin. But I think this one has a nice medium coverage to it. So I don't really need to, I realize I don't really need to color correct, and I like that it doesn't oxidize. Now oxidation means that as you wear it throughout the day, it kind of turns like orangey, you know, like kind of what the name, the word, kind of what the word says. It's just kind of turns, I want to say reddish or orangey. And this one doesn't do that. I have had foundations do that to me. I noticed personally, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, that foundations that I've had too long, because you're supposed to replace your products, you know, everything, all the products have little, like, it looks almost like a little jar with a number in it, and it tells you how many months. So like this foundation says 6 months on the back. So I noticed that if the product starts to get kind of old, it also tends to oxidize. So kind of a tip there. So now that I've applied the foundation all over my face, I also got for March release the HD concealer by Makeup Forever, and supposedly this concealer you don't set. Now I have, you know, like extra wrinkles because with the mature skin than a younger skin would have. But I applied it, and I even applied it at Sephora too before I bought it, and I really liked that it didn't, you know, I got home and I didn't have any any creasing. So yeah, so I really like that. So we're gonna apply a little bit here, and I am using the number, this one is 32. Don't know the name, it doesn't really say it on here, but it's number 32. And I like it as usual, a couple shades lighter to really highlight the middle of my face. So this one, like I said, they say that you don't need to set. So I'm just going to blend that in. And as you, there we go. And as you saw, I didn't take my foundation all the way up to close to my eyes, because again, with mature skin, you don't want to have layers and layers of product, otherwise you are going to get that creasing. But you can see how beautiful, and how, you know, how beautiful this concealer looks, and how it doesn't, you know, once it sets, it dries, and you don't really need to, once it dries, it's set, sorry, and you don't really need to apply any powder. So that is for the concealer. Then I tried the new matchstick from Fenty Beauty, and Brianna has come out with a lot of products lately, a lot of launches, and this Fenty matchstick is really beautiful for contouring, and so I'm going to do that. I usually have been using my NARS, but this one, it was a discontinued one, so I wanted to try one that you guys could purchase that was released recently, you know, not just show one that you can't find ever. So here we go, let's try the one from, I tried it last time and I really liked it. So into and get rid of that second chin as always. There we go. So you want to apply all your cream products first, and I've noticed that sometimes I don't do that, and if I don't do that and then put powder and everything backwards, then the other day my makeup foundation actually started balling up, which is not good. So definitely do all your creams, then your powders. Don't make the same mistake I did. And there we go, look at how beautiful. And I really, they have different tones for these matchsticks, but for me, for the Latina skin, I got the number, or which one is it? This one is Mocha, for I have more of a yellowish undertone. And there we go. And look at how pretty I got the contour. Then for contouring, okay, so that was for contouring for Brianna. And then we're going to apply powder. That one, they don't have anything, I didn't try anything new for March, but I am using the Hourglass Veil powder, setting powder. And I'm gonna take that, and it's a beautiful powder, and it sets beautifully on your face. And I'm gonna take, I was doing a brush, but I noticed that I really like using the kind of powder puff. I saw another YouTuber use that, the puff, use that puff instead of the brush. Sorry, I needed to get more. And her skin looks so beautiful after she's done applying the powder. So I started doing that, and I really like it, especially for the nose. It helps my my foundation stay better on my nose, because I was noticing that I touch my nose a lot, and then by the end of the day I have no foundation left on my nose. So now we've set that. I don't need to set under the eye, which I usually use my Becca setting powder, but I didn't need to do that. And look at how beautiful my skin looks. Lately I've been really using my retinol for the skincare, and that's helping a lot too. But it really helps when you have good products, good foundation. You start with your primer, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, I really like the way this foundation looks and makes my skin look. So it's covered up like any hyperpigmentation, because I've noticed I'm starting to get more. So yeah, I really like that. And okay, so after that we're going in with the setting spray. So for setting sprays, I'm going to try the all-nighter, and this one is not new, but this one's new to me, and I had a friend that swears by it, recommended it. She said she went to Vegas, put it on, partied all night long, and woke up and still her makeup looked great. So I'm gonna try the all-nighter, and this one is from Urban Decay. So, and it's not expensive. I think this one's like $15. So here we go. Oop. Woo. Smells nice too, very fresh. So that helps all the powder kind of melt in with your foundation. And so you don't look like a powder puff mess. All right. So now after that's done, then I am going to go ahead and bronze my skin. And for bronzer, I am using the MAC, the new from their Blossom collection. Spring Bling is this highlight, well, it says highlight powder, but this is definitely not a highlight powder. I've been using this one for bronzer, and I'm really liking it. So I'm going to take my Morphe brush, and this one is the R2, and go in and kind of swirl it. So now I can put on my powders now that I've set my face. Ooh, I still have full sleeves. I really want my face to be dry, otherwise the powders are going to look blotchy. So now it's time to add that JLo Glow that we all call it. Kind of put it around. Just add color to your face. Give that sun kiss. Especially right now for the summer. Look at how beautiful that bronzer is. I love it. Just gorgeous. And then you can either bake if you're going to go to a special event and you want your foundation to last all day, or like me, I don't need to bake right now. So, and we're going to go on with the with our blush and highlighter. So for highlighter, I really love this new palette from Benefit Cosmetics. It's called the Cheek Leaders Bronze Squad. And it does come with the Hoola bronzer already in there in a bigger size, which is really nice. And this Hoola Caramel, which also you can use as a bronzer. But I'm loving this one called Cookie. The highlight, look at that. This highlight is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love it. And so I've been using Cookie for my highlight. So I'm going to grab my highlight brush by Morphe, and this was an M510. Just kind of apply that at the top of my cheekbones. Look how gorgeous that is. Oof. Alright. Put that where the kind of on top of my brows. Sometimes I put it in the middle. But on your Cupid's bow. And we are highlighted. Look at that. That is bright. For blush, I'm going to use from the palette the Coralista. Yeah, Coralista. Since corals are really in right now, and this gold brush is really pretty, but it's kind of very mute. I'm really not, of the whole palette, this whole cheek palette, Gold Rush is not really my favorite of all of them. It's kind of like a blush that has kind of a, it's a blush with kind of a highlight already in it. But what I don't like is that it's just kind of powdery. So not creamy like I like my blushes, or like the Buxom Cosmetics, the primer blush. That one is very creamy. But we're going to use Coralista, which is a really beautiful pink, and apply that to the apples, the cheeks. And this is a very, you kind of go up. See, and that helps with your highlight. When you put it over your highlighter, you just have really pretty like natural glow on top, underneath the blush. So there we go. Now that the face is done, for the other one that I was going to talk about that I didn't use right now, I should use that one, is also the NARS, the new cheek palette from NARS. This one also has bronzers and cheek colors. And just for giggles, I'm gonna go into these two first ones, this one and this one. I don't remember the names. Oh, here we go. This one is Tell All and Now or Never, as these two pink ones. So kind of really pretty. At first they have like a plasticky like film on them, but I think it's because you can also use them wet. And this was one of the kind of the first palettes I got from March, and I really love it. So totally recommend the NARS Exposed palette. Cheek palette is what it's called. So definitely love that one. And so now for eyes, of course, the big launch, the big noise in the beauty industry was the Riviera palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So this one came with a ton of very beachy inspired colors. I know it might not be for everybody, especially I feel like as we get older we really don't want big bright bold colors, but it does come with really beautiful neutral tones here, and a brown and some shimmers that you can apply without having to be like bam, my eyes, you walk in and the first thing you see is my shadow. And you know, and if you want to have some fun with it, then you can go in with the brighter colors. But also what I noticed as I was playing with it is that if I don't use, you know, if I don't pack the color in, then it's not so wow like it shows in the palette, you know, like because the pink is a pressed powder, so it looks like really strong, and I think that's kind of the purpose of it to begin with, that if you can have a play of color, that pop of color if you really pack it on the eyelid. But if you buff it out, it has a beautiful just pink tint to it. So I'll show you guys right now. So I'm gonna use the Pia Louise. I don't have any other base. I love the Pia Louise primer or the MAC eye primer, but today I'm gonna go with this one, especially since we're using a pressed pigment, which is in the palette that I was talking about. And just really quick so you get an idea, I'm going to apply the Pia Louise all over my eyelid. You can use your finger or a brush, just like that, and really cover up and get a really nice base for your eyes. Kind of blank canvas is what I like to call it. All right, so to dip in first, we're going in with we're going to go in with Estate, which is the lighter pink, and I'm going to take that on a big fluffy brush. And I have these from Sephora, and let me see if they have a name. I'm really liking this one. It's the, I think it's 336. I will link it down below. So we're going to start that and put that in the crease. And I really like this palette because it, like I said, it goes from really neutral to bright colors. And definitely if you like to play with color and you're not afraid of you know, having color, you would really like it. And Anastasia, her formulas, you really can't go wrong. I mean, the only complaint I have is that there is kickback on the pan. So they do get powdery, but other than that, their formulas are very creamy, very easy to work with. And I really like that, and buildable as well. Alright, so now we put down the estate, and then I'm going to go in with the same brush, and I'm going to go in with Coastline and kind of get a little bit deeper into the crease and really blend that out. Alright, and then we'll go in with the next, do the other eye. And if you hear noise in the background, just ignore it. It's my family. Alright, so now that we have that down, then we can apply Monte Carlo. And Monte Carlo is going to go even a little bit deeper. I'm going to use kind of several colors. Monte Carlo is kind of a deeper pink. This one right there. So really kind of keep it in the crease there. So we went from really buffed out to really kind of giving it dimension. And again, I apologize for the background noise, as my family is apparently active tonight. So now that we have those pinks, as you can see, the pinks are really muted, and I mean, they are there, you can definitely see them, but they're not like as bright as you see them in the pans. So with that, then we'll take this flat brush by MAC, and this one is the 242. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wet this brush and then bring it into Palermo, which is this pink right here, right there, and apply that on the outer corner, the outer half of my lid. So I want to see if I can do something fun here with this. Like that. So now I've got the shimmer shade in the center and outer part of the outer half. Would it be the outer half? You know what I mean. And then the other side, again, I'm going to go ahead and wet the other side of my brush. For the other side, I want to do, and it's just kind of a fun, is Seaside. This kind of, it looks very gray in the pan, but once you apply it, I've been playing with it and I really like that it's kind of a, ooh, I am getting fallout on this one. So heads up on that. Like I said, they do have fallout. So kind of tap it and see how pretty that is, and kind of really melt it in with that pink Palermo, just so it looks like it's merging into one and the other. How pretty that is. And there we go. Yeah, I really like this palette because I can play with the shimmers. And it doesn't look exaggerated or crazy. See how pretty it is? What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you hate it? And now that I have those shimmers on, so I don't know how much, I didn't realize my camera, I need to get a new camera because this camera I really can't tell when it stops recording. I get so into my tutorial and then I don't notice that it stopped recording. So, as I was saying, I'm taking the fluffy brush again and going over the edge, the top, to make sure everything is nice and blended out. Just like that. And again, dipping it into both Estate and Coastline, making sure that it's all the colors are nice and buffed out. You can even do little circles, just very gently and soft, and make sure that it's all kind of, there you go, buffed out, and there are no harsh lines. I'm going to put a little bit more here. And there you go. And you see, you guys saw how easy it was to blend in the colors. It's kind of, it's fun to play with. Definitely play with this palette. It's one of those palettes that I enjoy having because I can play with all these colors. I even tried in the corner and I really liked it. You guys will have to tell me what you think. I really like this gold. It really added some like pop to the eye. There we go. A little bit more. Just kind of highlight how beautiful that looks. Highlight the center. And then for underneath the eye, of course I'm going to take this flat brush first from Morphe and the M432. And it's a little flat brush. And going to go underneath the eye. And then I'll take this fluffy brush that I was using, and I'm going to go into Monte Carlo to blend that brown out. And connect it to the outside of my eye. And then the last would be the fluffy brush. No, not this one's too fluffy, I'm sorry. I'm going to take this fluffier brush, and go into Estate and Coastline and really kind of finish getting that all nice and buffed out, smoked out. Look at that. And then for eyeliner, I am absolutely loving this NYX eyeliner. It's Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. I absolutely love it, especially since I have a hooded eye. I don't want to lose that visibility so you can see what's going on. So instead of doing that, I'm going to take the brown palm and do that for the eyeliner and kind of really get in there. And I'm using the Scott Barnes 59 brush, and this brush is super, let me show you, this brush is super sleek and angled. It works perfect for that type of thing. And I'm just going to go in the lash line and wiggle it in there as close as I can get it. And there we go. See how beautiful that is, instead of using an eyeliner. Or if you don't have a hooded eye, you can use an eyeliner. Or if you put on lashes, you wouldn't need a liner either, especially if you don't like a harsh black liner, which again, you can see that you don't have to have a big bright bold eye, even though the palette is pretty full of bright colors. And then I'm going to take the last one, this one called Sails, to highlight my brow bone. It's a little, this one is the E18. And kind of go up here. No, I'm not liking that one. Let's try this one by MAC. It's the 239S. There we go, much better. It's a nice flat brush. My eyebrow out of the way. But yeah, that Sails is a beautiful, just white color, white powder eyeshadow. So it really highlights beautifully the brow bone. It's not shiny, it's not sparkly. So that's for the Riviera palette, which, like I said, was launched last March. And then I'm going to go in with the new NARS, also launched in March, NARS mascara. And I really like this brush on it. It's really gorgeous. I love that it's not clumpy. It doesn't clump on you, and I'm able to do my bottom lashes with it as well. And as always, got it on my nose. I don't know what is the deal, but I'm always getting it on my nose. Alright, and mascara is on. So now all that's left is our lips. And for lips, this month, for March, I'm trying the Huda Beauty, the new Bullet Lips and Bullet Lipstick. And it's the first time they come out with this one. And this one is Joyride, and I really, really like this nude. But before I do that, I'm going to line my lips with the BH Cosmetics waterproof lip liner in the color. I always never figure out what color this is. So this one is Strict. So let's line our lips. And this is a very kind of nude color, but I like it. I like to have a lip liner because then really kind of helps, you know, shape your lips and keep the color in there. So this is the beautiful color that I'm gonna do. This one right here by Huda Beauty. And it is a matte, but it has all sorts of great ingredients. It's very creamy and like silky. I really, really like the formula, and it lasts. Like I said, it's a matte, so it really stays on for quite a while. And last but not least, I love this new lip gloss by, it's called Saint Tropez, and it's by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it's a gorgeous lip gloss. I mean, you can leave your lips matte with this Bullet lipstick by Huda, or, you know, apply a lip gloss. And I really like this lip gloss, so I use it a lot. And it has a beautiful shine to it. I don't know if you can see my lips, but it's kind of tinted. You could probably, you know, and I know I have worn it on my own. I've worn it all by itself, and look how beautiful it is without trying to hit the camera with the mirror. See if I can. Look at how it's got like a beautiful sheen to it. And I really love this color, Saint Tropez, and I'm definitely going to repurchase this lip gloss because I love the way it looks. And it's got a beautiful shimmer to it, and it's not those big, heavy, thick, sticky glosses that your hair gets stuck in when you're in the wind and you're like trying to pull the hair out of your mouth. No, it's very beautiful and hydrating to the lips. So yeah, this is what the look is with all my favorites for March. I hope you like it. Let me know if you have any favorites that you enjoyed through releases for the month of March. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. I really appreciate, this is like my first month. March was my first month doing YouTube videos. I really appreciate if you've watched since the beginning or just recently started watching. I really, it really means a lot to me. I'm passionate about makeup, as you know, and skincare. I'm going to do a video eventually about skincare. And before I go, I want to leave you with this. Like I said, this is my first time, so definitely don't be afraid to try anything new. You might suck at it at first. I'm pretty sure these few first videos, I'll look back and cringe. But if you'll never know, and you'll never get better if you don't try. So don't be afraid to try anything new. And that's all for today, and thanks for watching. Bye!